knowing if it's good or bad. I am currently on hotel Wi-Fi, so it might be bad. But welcome everybody to the chat. I had a last-minute trip to Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm just here for the night, leaving tomorrow. What I want to show you is my thrift finds for the day. I only had an hour and a half. I'll show what I picked up. I didn't pick up much, but I did find some new things. Tell you my experiences of them, different than Columbus. And I leave tomorrow at 3, so I have meetings all day. Fly out immediately at 3, and then I'll be back to Ohio. So last-minute trip. Let's use in the chat. Thrifty Santa, good to see you. North Carolina's closed. Hey, Gina. So it looks like there's a bunch of people from Greensboro, which is awesome. Scott, how you doing? Hey, Scott. Busy Chris, also from Greensboro or in Greensboro. Nice. Carissa, Marie, Karen, what's going on? Alex, how you doing? Bins are so small in Greensboro. I would have checked them out, but I did not know. All I basically did, so when I travel for my day job, I travel sometimes around the country. When I get in, I try and plan around my meetings or dinner or whatever, whoever I'm meeting with, whatever I'm doing. I try to plan around when I could or where I could go. I did it in Austin. I actually found a nice thrift haul in Austin. I bought about $300 worth of stuff. Hey, Justin. I was wondering where Justin was at. Bought about $300 in Austin. Basically, I go to a Google Maps. I'm becoming more a fan of Google Maps. I do like Waze just for the fact of driving, but Google Maps is great because you can search along your route. I'm sure you can in Waze, but it's really easy in Google Maps too. So what I basically do is just type Goodwill or thrift store. And I'm sure all of you guys use this, but so basically it pops up all the Goodwills in Greensboro. And the two I went to, the two I had time for, and were, see, the Triad Goodwill, I'll tell you the exact ones I went to. Triad Goodwill on Market Street, that was okay. They were both actually okay. And the next one I went to was the one on Gate City Boulevard in Greensboro. Hey, Craig, what's going on? So only enough time for 2, an hour and a half. And plus, if anyone's down here in the North Carolina area, it rained like crazy. It was literally hailing. Hey, Pamela, it was hailing. So by the time I finished my store runs, came back to the hotel for dinner, I actually met a coworker. Him and I had to borrow the hotel umbrellas and walk across the street and walk through puddles and rivers of water. So I digress. Let's get started. I only picked up 5 things. After I go to thrift haul, I'm going to tell you what I have coming to the house. So a couple things I look for. When I have quick runs like this, quick runs in the stores, I'm looking for fabric, the way the fabric looks, and then specific brands. I really don't go through every shirt. I flip through really as fast as I can, look at the fabric on the outside and give a quick glance to it and walk as quick as I can. Other times, if I don't find any shirts or electronics, I'll visit the sections I don't normally do. That's how I picked up some of this stuff. So here's what I got. And I kind of like to show you guys because a lot of people say, oh, my Goodwill, my thrift stores don't have good stuff. Well, there's good stuff out there. You just you got to take some chances on things. Hey, Red Nickerson, what's up? Hey, Joey, good to see you. You got to take some chances. You got to get outside your comfort zone. You got to look stuff up. And again, guys, sorry if the internet's bad. I'm on the hotel Wi-Fi. All right, so here's what I picked up. If you guys aren't looking for this brand, I talked about this a lot, OGIO. But the one that stuck out, and look at that. Sorry. This is Mack Trucks. So brands like this need to learn all your car brands, learn your big truck brands, and those sort of logos stick out. I will give a word of warning. This says Mack Financial Services, which is awesome. When picking up shirts with this type of screen print on it, just be careful it's not cracking or faded. So you can see it's just screen printed on. This actually fared pretty well because you can see on the logo, it is a little faded, kind of cracked and faded, but keep an eye out for that. This was the quicker store I went through. I only picked up another shirt. Goodwill and Battleground is the best. think that's, no, I don't know if I went to Battleground, but I forget what I just said. Northwest Greensboro is better. Yeah, I didn't go to Northwest Greensboro. I was right near where I'm staying, hotel-wise. I did go to, was it Trips, the restaurant? That was pretty good. And then supposedly Hops has the best burgers in the country. I think I went there last time I was here. All right, what else did I pick up? These are always a pick. If you guys don't pick these up, you should. Tiger Woods collection. And usually with these, I actually didn't check this one. Yes, it does have it. So double check the sleeve. Because if you buy a Goodwill, hey, Lee, what's going on? If you pick up a Tiger Woods collection, on the sleeve, it has a metal clasp. I found one of these where the clasp or this little metal piece was missing. So just be aware if you're picking up Tiger Woods collection, go for that. A lot of the newer versions of the Tiger Woods versions are more wicking fabric. This is kind of cotton. There are Tiger Woods collections that are thicker and stuff I wouldn't pick up. They kind of pill. But I do like these ones, the heavy cotton that are still smooth. But there you go. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this backwards. The Tiger Woods collection, I only picked up 2 there. And that store I paid, where did I put the receipt? I paid $8.52. So you guys have better polo prices than Dublin or Columbus, Ohio. I paid $4.29. So that was good. All right, next one. Next one is stuff I'm picking up. There's new things I picked up. I'm sure what I picked up here. What did I miss here? Been battling kidney stones. Lee, hopefully you get better. Marie's having garage beers. Nice. Yeah, get better. I hear that stuff's painful. Pamela's going on a road trip. 1st through 10th, New Mexico and Texas. Oh, man. Austin, if you check Austin out, I found a ton of stuff in Austin. Darren, good to see you, buddy. Better had surgery. Ooh, then sent our firstborn off to college. Yeah, so school's starting up, guys. My son starts Wednesday, so luckily I get back tomorrow night, and I'll be home tomorrow to see him. So next thrift store, I bought 5 items, and I rounded up and spent $11. Backwards, $11. So again, didn't spend much, but I found a bolo that you guys want to pick up. All right, I took a chance on this. This is not the bolo, but it has tags. I need to look it up. FBT. No idea if these are knockoffs or not, but brand new with tags. Couldn't pass up. I believe I paid $3.99. So I paid $3.99 for this. I'll take it. But there it is. I do not know. I have to look that up. Who that is, I have no idea. This flag, I need to look up the flag. If you guys watch now or after the chat or in the chat, I don't want to guess because I could be wrong, but that's the flag on the back. Who knows? It might not sell. It might or might not sell, but it says Asia on the tag. So again, not sure who it is. I'll have to look it up, but for $4, I'm going to take a chance on it. It is patched on the front, so that's the thing to look for jerseys. Make sure they're patched. And brand new usually is okay. The one thing I always say this all the time, Cambodia. Interesting. Okay, so that's the Cambodian flag. Thanks, Mike. So there we go. Solved. The Cambodian flag. So who knows? It'll probably be a really long tail, but I'll stick it out there probably for $39.99. We'll see how that goes. Another thing, a side note, guys. I know it's been all over YouTube lately. I would highly recommend Sell Hound. I had 19 drafts come through this morning, so I was able to put 19 drafts out there. It's a Sell Hound. Check it out. I'll try and add a link down below. Also, I've been doing Sell Hound just before the show. I've also been doing List Perfectly. If you guys aren't testing that out, oh hey Rod, I missed you. If you guys aren't using List Perfectly, I was able to do 19 of those same listings from the Sell Hound. I clicked those through to List Perfectly, and they're on Mercari and Poshmark, and I have someone asking me a question right now about it. So that is what I am doing to get my listings up on Mercari and Poshmark. I am blowing up Mercari. I've had more sales on Mercari in the past week than I've had, I don't know, in the past 2 years. So Darren, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. Darren coming through. Serena going for 35 on eBay. Interesting. So you know what's also interesting is when I put this stuff through Sell Hound, supposedly they have some algorithms that search all the sites and put prices on they price your item. I tend to price them higher than they come back with. They've only been right probably one or two that I've left. I like to price them higher just because I have best offer, but I'd be interested. So Serena, I'm going to put it at least at $34.99 probably, or $39. We'll see. We'll be interested to see what Hound comes back with. A large going for $16.99. The higher price was XL. Okay. Awesome. Still having local persons doing listing. Pac-Man, no. So that person I was using has gotten busy and hasn't really kept up with it, but Hound has picked up the slack, and I pay less using Hound. So I'm going to be using Hound a lot more frequently. And just because if you think about what Hound is doing, I'm pretty lazy with my descriptions. You guys know I put pretty much 0 in the description if I'm doing it. So you can see all the stuff that comes in. Sorry if it focuses. That's what they have coming in. If you think about using them, they are blowing out your keywords in your title. They will blow out your keywords in your description, and it all feeds into the item details as well. So if you think about search rankings and you guys want to be higher placed in results than what people are looking for, this could potentially help you out. Because look, I'll pull it up. I know I showed it like 2 shows ago, but look at all that stuff that goes into the item details. They put all that stuff in there for you. And look at that. They blow out the title. I have had every title as long as, what's it, 140 characters. They blow all of it out, which is awesome. And it helps with clothing, as Lansark says. They do all the research, but I've had people ask pricing. I kind of know the ballpark pricing I want things to sell for. So I price my stuff anywhere between $29 to $39, depending on what it is. The majority of my stuff is priced at $29.99. Darren, Hound is a site or an app. I think it's only for iPhone. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. But you just take the pictures and you could put, you barely have to type anything, and you hit submit, and they create the listing for you. Chris, good to see you, buddy. Scott Lindsay, sales are so far the past 2 weeks. I don't know if it's just eBay in general. I've had a ton of sales on eBay. Mostly the older stuff. Some of the newer stuff is selling quicker. But Scott, the stuff that's selling on Poshmark and Mercari is because it lists perfectly. So, but yes, to answer your question, in general, my sales are up. Amazon is going crazy right now. Chris, what do you use for the live stream? Camera mic. It's just my, I use an iMac. I think it's an iMac Pro. About this Mac. I don't know what it is. What's it say? MacBook Pro, 15-inch. So yeah, just the camera and just the mic. All right, so last 3 things I picked up. Enough about Hound. If you guys have questions about Hound, put them down below in the chat. It's been working awesome. All right, so the last spot I picked up, and I had to move fast, was ties. I'm going to tell you what caught my eye, and it was not this one. I've sold this brand before. It's kind of a cool, old, I say old. It looks very weird, right? Really old patterned. But I picked it up because of the pattern and because it's Christian Dior. You know, I paid $2 for my ties. This might sit for a little bit, but it can't command anywhere between 15 to 25, depending what comps I find. Minimum, I'll get 15 bucks for this. At least that's what I think. I think that's the last Christian Dior I sold for 15 bucks. Chris, we just use Chromebook now that YouTube won't let me go live on my phone. Oh man, yeah, Marie, you got to get. I guess what I don't know that I got in before they put the limits on YouTube for mobile. Yeah, Darren says Darren hates listing. Yeah, Darren, reach out to me if you have questions, and anyone in the chat or after the show. If you guys have questions about Hound, reach out. It's saved me a ton of time. I'm able to focus more on Amazon now and get all that stuff listed, and I can actually hang it. So when I hit submit, it takes about 10 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds for the Hound to process it. As it's submitted, I put my phone down and I hang the product. Whereas before, I just take a bunch of pictures and put them in a pile, and they would sit there. Now I'm able to take the picture and hang it. Marrakesh, good to see you. All right, these are what caught my eye. Does anybody guess what these are, and I got 2 of them. Now, hey, Kimberly, what's going on? All right, so while you guys are guessing who makes these, if bright colors are not catching your eye at the thrift store, at trade shows, think about hats. If you can find neon hats, neon stuff, neon polos. Craig, I know they're neckties. No, Pac-Man, good guess. It's not Robert Graham. I'll give you a hint, though. If you see ties with a gold clasp on the back, that's also something to look for. So I looked these up right away. So while you're thinking that out, bright patterns should catch you. I saw Chris had a question about listings. Chris, I have currently 2,146 listings on eBay. I have over 1,100 on Poshmark, and I don't even know how to count Mercari. I have a ton of Mercari. All right, so these ties, doesn't look some good guess, Ralph Lauren. All right, these ties right here. Rush Limbaugh, No Boundaries collection. Now again, the dead giveaway was the colors. I saw this, and then I used that to look it up. If you can find, a lot of people sell these in sets, at least from what I looked at. I comped them for like 10 seconds. So don't kill me if I got these wrong, but I saw them anywhere range between 30 and 70 bucks, depending on how many you sold on the listing. But for $2 each, I'll take a chance. So that's the dead giveaway for me on ties, like Donald Trump ties. They have the gold on them as well. You can find the gold clasp. So look for that, the ties, right? Bright colors, metal stuff on them usually is a good giveaway, and then check the name. So that's what caught my eye. These will more than pay for everything. So keep your eye out for Rush. That's the second tie set I'm gonna look for. So I hope you guys look for ties when you go through the thrift store, and just keep your eyes out for any bright colors. Or once you touch a tie, you can tell the fabric is a little heavier, a little dense, just like jerseys. If it's a little denser fabric, it's something you want to pay attention to. Yeah, Rush Limbaugh ties. I didn't even know he made ties. So look those comps up. There's some pretty good comps on there. You might have to sit on them maybe, which I'm okay with. So yeah, that's what I picked up, guys. Really quick. Again, only an hour and a half to go through. But before I leave, I want to tell you about sales. Now, you guys, sales in the chat. How many sales you guys been doing? Down below, leave a comment. How have your sales been? Since, what was it, this morning, right? Yeah, since this morning, I've had 6 eBay. I'm still waiting for one to pay, so let's say 7. 7 eBay sales. So that's been pretty good. Amazon, let me refresh. Amazon's been crazy today. 9 on Amazon for about 200 bucks, and 0 Poshmark. Someone actually messaged me on Mercari about calling a phone number. Don't ever call a phone number, just click report. So I reported that message, and they removed it. Just because also on Mercari, if you don't answer messages right away, you'll lose your badge. I don't know if the badge has anything to do with rankings, but don't leave your messages sit out there in Mercari. Answer right away. Hermes French ties #1. That is right. Those, if you can find those do well. Scott had 2 sales. Nice for 900. Slow on eBay. 1 for Pamela. Nice. 12 for Kimberly. Awesome. 5 for Chris. Sales are good. Trying to figure out this new model still. Hey, love to hear how it's going back in. All right. Last thing. Bunch of offers coming through on Poshmark. Someone asked for an inseam on an item, and obviously I can't measure it because I don't have it. But yeah, been going crazy on Poshmark too. So if you guys want to follow my Poshmark store, you're more than welcome to. It's soccer4822. The numbers 4822. Soccer4822. If you guys want to see what I'm putting up there, I currently have 1,125 listings. So List Perfectly is working great. I'll do a demo on that. I'm sure you've seen from other shows, but it's helped tremendously with the other stuff. And why not use it if I think they give you 7 days. So I would recommend going out to List Perfectly. And I think there's a waiting list now, but go check it out if you can get at least the test working. Rod is 2 on eBay, 570. Wow. Great sales. Small sales for high values. Awesome. Karen at 7. Awesome. Nice job, Karen. I was lucky. Can't be lucky, right? When you put a work in it, you'll get sales. Mike has 2 eBay, 2 Bricklink. Ooh, I'll have to look that up. Bricklink. Got a $100 bid. There you go. An iPad and a liquidation lot. Nice job, Scott. Craig, yes, that is it. That is my Poshmark store minus the question mark if you guys want to check it out. Kimberly has been having plenty of sales ever since Change One Thing. I haven't done a single sale in either eBay store in weeks. Interesting. I have an infinite sale or a monthly sale for 5% off. And it hasn't affected my sales, so I don't know. Maybe if I took it off, I'd get more. But interesting, Kimberly. Old gun catalogs. Legos. Oh, that's right. Legos. Bricklink. I promote at 1%. See, I don't promote at all. Maybe it's a promote. Awesome. Kyle, yes, it's been positive. Note the listings have changed because of Hound. They're doing all my listing for me. Are you going to sign up for managed payments? Scott, I'm not going to sign up for managed payments unless they force me to. I've heard enough bad things about managed payments that I will not elect into it unless they make me. Sold a Star Wars t-shirt. Awesome. Mets jersey. Whoa. Darren loves selling DVDs. And you pay like a quarter or 50 cents for them. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you guys have a good evening. I'm going to get back to listing, and I'm watching an Amazon show. I'm listing, doing it side by side with my phone going. So thanks for watching, everybody. Last night in Greensboro. If I have time before the airport, I'll stop by and pick some more stuff up. And if I get home at a reasonable time, I'll go on live. But otherwise, have a great evening, and we'll talk to you this week. See ya.